What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Keep It Hoop YouTube channel. Now, the Miami Heat have been playing some really good basketball as of late and are 9-1 in their last 10 games. And after dealing with some injuries and stumbling out of the gates, they have really turned it on as of late and have found their footing. Now, a lot of the focus is going to be on Jimmy Butler, right? He's their all-star, the leader, the face of that franchise. And he's been playing some really good basketball, being a triple-double threat on a nightly basis, especially over the last 10 or 15 games. But I wanted to take a deeper look into what exactly has changed during their hot streak. Now, here on this channel, we've done everything from film breakdowns, podcasts, talking about the draft, tier list makers, but today I wanted to focus more on the numbers than usual. Now, when we do the things we just mentioned, be it podcasts, breakdowns, videos, whatever, we definitely look at the numbers and incorporate them into our content discussion and even have graphics and such. But the things I found when looking at this Miami Heat team and the run they've been on as of late were so night and day. And I found it especially interesting because I do think a lot of it stems from something I have said in the past. Goran Dragic is the most important player on this team. Now, if you've listened to me or watched me before, you might have heard me say that, and I really do think it's true. And it's not to say that he's the best player on the team because that goes to Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. But his ability to be a consistent playmaker that can drive and dish is super underrated because it lets Jimmy and Bam just do what they do best. And both of those guys can definitely pass and make plays for other guys, especially Jimmy, talking about the numbers he's had recently. He's been doing a great job of being a playmaker and getting assists. But I think he's the one guy that does it really well off of the drive, which is, I think, the best way for guys like Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero to get open threes. And his veteran presence and ability to both shoot and get in the paint is something that not many guys on this team have. But with Jimmy taking his game to the next level and Goran taking a step back, the individual numbers don't tell the whole story, right? Because Jimmy's averaging 23.2 points per game, 7.9 rebounds, and 8 assists per game since coming back into the lineup. Meanwhile, Dragic is averaging just 15 points per game, 4.1 assists per game, and 3.8 rebounds per game. So the numbers individually don't show, I think, Dragic's full value and impact on the team because his numbers by themselves don't look crazy and they definitely don't outshine what Jimmy Butler's done. But the Heat were just 8-5 during the span after Jimmy came back and before Goran Dragic came back. But ever since Dragic has been in the lineup, they have been 9-1. So what did we find? Well, the Heat currently have a defensive rating of 103.9, which is the best in the league over the last 10 games. Whereas for the season, they're fifth in the league with a defensive rating of 108.6. Now, the difference isn't huge, and it's not like they've changed their defensive schemes or their overall defensive numbers outside of that have improved too drastically. But a defensive rating change of 5 is noticeable, and I wanted to see what changed. Well, first, having Jimmy back definitely helps. He's a good defender individually and as a team defender, and he's always helped on the rebounding side of things as well. Not to mention, Jimmy's always added intangibles like hustle, communication, and leadership, which can all impact the defense positively. But Dragic has never been a great defender, and he as an individual defender most likely is not causing that much of a jump in team defense. Now, the biggest difference that really stood out was what we're seeing on the screen right now, the opponent's points off of turnovers. In their last 10 games, they've given up 11.1 points off of turnovers per game, which is first in the league during that span. For the season, though, you're going to have to scroll all the way down, and you're going to see that they are right here, 25th in the league, giving up 18 fast break points per game. Now, similarly, they are currently first in the league in turnovers per game over the last 10 games, tied with the Denver Nuggets at 11.9 per game. Whereas for the season, you're going to have to scroll all the way down again, and then you're going to see Miami at 26th in the league, averaging 15.3 turnovers per game. So when the Heat were struggling earlier on the season, they were still playing really close games. But now with Dragic back and playing consistently, they've been able to calm things down and has really kept the turnovers down, allowing them to get back on defense and set up their solid team defense anchored by Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler, which has led to them just playing better overall, but also being able to win some of those close games that they weren't able to pull off earlier on in the season. Again, Goran Dragic isn't the best player on the team, but the numbers do show that when he is playing, the team plays not just a bit better, but significantly better. I think, as we talked about, his ability to not just be a playmaker, but to able to just facilitate and calm things down on offense is really important. He is almost a coach out there. He's played with this franchise and in the system for a very long time, and he's seen everything defenses can throw at him and the team. And I really think that having him out there really allows Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, and Bam to really just do what they do best and kind of just play their game, and nobody needs to do too much or play out of character, which I think guys like Tyler Hero were doing a bit earlier on in the season. And yeah, I mean, I think Miami, I think they're another team that will look better in the playoffs. I think they're a team that might be geared for another run, and I know it's going to be difficult with teams like Philadelphia and Brooklyn, but nice to see them finally turning it back on and playing better as of late. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and we will see you guys again soon. Peace.